Go.
Hello and welcome again to another cast of the SC Chronicles. As always, Truth here with
RB3K.
and this time we do have a game from Artosis himself over in the Asia servers. We did download this from Team Liquid as always because we have no other replays to get to. So it looks like we have Artosis spawning as our blue Zerg up here against Cezenna Prime, the red Terran.
Alright, so we got ourselves a ZVT. This should be a fun matchup. I always like watching mixed matchups, like we've said multiple times before. Last couple of games that we casted were TVT, so you know, you kind of see the same units. It kind of gets boring after a while. Mixed matchups are always fun to watch.
I think it's the first map we've ever done on Desert Oasis as well, which has been known to give some epic matchups.
Yeah, so scouting SCV going, and we got Artosis just doing.
He's gonna macro, man. He's gonna macro hard. He's gonna go like 16 pool and 18 patch. Probably not, but we'll just hope he does.
So you don't sound like you're lying to us. Cezenna Prime still going with a basic build right now. Really not much happening on this map.
He is cheesing.
Beautiful.
So-
Beautiful. Desert Oasis is excellent for cheese because of the super long rush distance. You just kind of, no one expects it is really what it is. And then a short air rush distance. Some really cool stuff can happen on this map. And we got ourselves Cezenna Prime coming out with a Rax here, which is really... We shall see what he can do.
Yeah, well, if he knows Artosis a little bit, he knows Artosis likes to macro early. He does follow Idra in that sense, where he likes to macro early and, you know, get a strong economy going, get his his expansion down. And he isn't very aggressive when he plays. He'll do, you know, small hidden runs, but he won't go in for the kill. He'll weaken you, and then he'll just sit back with his advantage.
That's very true. And then we got Artosis' drone actually going in the wrong direction, misses that bunker completely. So this bunker cheese might actually work out quite nicely for Cezenna Prime.
Yeah, well, the natural route that a worker will take to get to the other base is, you know, this over here. Look, if you follow the mouse, for our top player, and the bottom player will go the other way around, which is kind of odd because, you know, you think they'd go the same way, but nope.
Nope, they got different routes for each other.
So
and now...
Yeah, it looks like we will have a, you know, cheese bunker here, which is also a nice position here. If he get this bunker down and then move his SCV up here to give him vision, these Marines won't be able to shoot up. Or even get a Reaper to jump up and down.
That's
both
very
work.
true. Yeah, both would work very nicely. But the problem with that, though, is would the Marines be able to get to the drones, actually?
Yeah, they do. With the range upgrade from this bunker, they will be able to reach these 3 patches right here. And it is very annoying to deny it. And Artosis is overreacting a little bit, I think, putting down 2 spine crawlers. And, you know, just to defend it, but, you know, you want to be safe rather than sorry. Yeah. It looks like this SCV here will be providing, you know, very good scouting information. Well, this vision up on top of the cliff, we look in the vision right here. So yeah,
very nice.
Looks like, yeah, these 3 patches are saved, and that those slings go in to snipe that SCV, which is a fair trade because you want to deny that vision. Without any vision up here, these Marines in the bunkers can't not shoot up.
Yeah, they're basically kind of sitting there doing absolutely nothing, chilling out in their fort.
Yeah, so these spine crawlers will move and reposition right up here because there's no vision up here. Well, you can just move them all the way up and start poking away and take out these bunkers.
Yeah, that would be the best move, and especially with the gears that... Oh, would they have the range?
Yeah, okay, he does put him in range. So, you know, Artosis knows what he's doing, and he is... Cezenna Prime is floating his barracks to get vision, so he has lost production of Marines, but he will try to salvage these bunkers and run away. And, you know, knowing that you don't lose any money from salvaging bunkers, probably a pretty good trade-off for Cezenna Prime.
Yeah, exactly. The Queen is out for Artosis and poking away at the Rax, but that Rax is going to stay there for quite some time, actually. Being able to give the vision to the bunker and be able to shoot down those spine crawlers.
Yeah, well, these spine crawlers actually to take down this bunker with 4 Marines and a repairing SCV. This could be, you know, pretty tricky, but these Lings will come in and hopefully mop up this SCV to stop it from repairing. And he might want to, you know, take out these Marines and salvage this bunker before he loses it, because he does not have vision. Yeah, he's not going to salvage it. So he will lose these minerals, and looks like Artosis has put down Zergling's speed, has his 1 gas. He probably will try to grab his expansion very soon, or just, you know, push out with some Ling speed, but with this wall off, probably not going to get anywhere. Yeah.
That wall off, though, is very, very susceptible to a Baneling bust. Just supply depots, that will be ripped through with Banelings if Artosis does come in and scout it out.
Yeah, 5 Banelings, sorry. Can't take down all 3 of these supply depots. Will heavily supply block the Terran player and, you know, just open up his choke completely. So it does look like he is putting down his command center for his next expansion. And Artosis does not have his, you know, actually going down. These Zerglings run right by the Marines. Oh, there they go back. Finish the job. You know, give the Marines a bit of hope.
Yeah, Zergling's going back. What's up in Artosis Natural? Just an SCV chilling out there. Probably just going to deny any kind of expansion from
Yeah, he'll probably just dance around in a circle, stopping any type of, you know, weird expansion. Not weird, it's, you know, natural expansion. So yeah, he does
Alright.
poke up with these Zerglings and does catch a glimpse of the command center, so he knows he's gonna be. Oh wow, he actually puts them there right on cue, so he knows what he's doing. Sees the command center and sends his lings to deny the expansion, but he could just float it over to the island expansion if he really wanted to.
Yeah, exactly. If that denial was there for that long. Artosis in his base right now coming up with a Spire, not going for a Bailing Nest, so I guess he doesn't want to bust in. He's just going to fly in and do some damage.
Which is actually quite odd. After he saw that wall and he knows that, that wall in is pretty, easy to Bailing bust, but he decided to go with a Spire instead. This short fly distance will make easy work, but with these many, well, actually not that many Marines.
No, just 4 Marines in there. Those, just any number of mutas would be able to actually harass quite nicely against those Marines.
Yeah, but once his reactor's up and a few Marines are getting pumped out, he might be able to deny it if he has a engineering bay, which he does not, so he won't be placing turrets anytime soon. So he does have his second orbital command. He's used it to call down a mule in his main, and he hasn't moved out to grab his expansion yet.
Does he know of those Zerglings? No, he doesn't know about the Zerglings, but I guess he just kind of assumes that those Zerglings are there, so he doesn't want to fly it out there right now.
Or he just, just wants to fully saturate up here and, build up a little bit of force before you try to grab your expansion. Because this map does have very open chokes, towards your expansion. That's huge. That's not too bad, but still, 2 chokes against Zerg, not a good combination when you're Terran and you're slow moving.
Pincer move against Terran with the Zergs is so easy, and it can just do some massive damage.
Yeah, with the speed and map control. Like, look at the Zergling. You can go grab this Zelnaga watchtower. His vision is massive. You can see anything coming across.
Exactly.
So he does have his engineering bay and turrets coming down. Like he can foresee the spire. Oh, he does scan the spire.
He did see the scan. He didn't know that spire was going up.
Yeah,
so
Artosis is grabbing his expansion now. He is actually pretty far behind. I'm pretty sure Artosis does prefer to macro up. And even looking at the harvester count, the Terran's pretty far ahead against Zerg, and you never want to be in that position when you're 10, harvesters behind. That's a pretty big deficit right there.
Alright, so well, we got Artosis with a couple mutas coming in to see if they can get some kind of harass in. But again, our red Terran player did put up some turrets.
Yeah, he did scout the spire, and he has Marines pumping out of a reactor barracks, which he put a starport on, so now he has 2 Vikings. Vikings are the greatest against mutas, but that long range and the turret to back them up, they'll be enough to stop this.
Exactly, and once those mutas are out of the way, those Vikings can be used for Overlord popping quite nicely.
Yeah, actually, harassing Overlord. So yeah, you really need to get those Vikings over that turret back there, or get those Marines in on the mix. So it looks like these mutas will fly out of here after they get a few SCVs. Did they actually grab a few? Actually, Artosis going in with the muta harass, pumped out drones like crazy, was down by 10, is now caught up and only down by 4.
Down by 4, yeah, exactly. And our Terran player is still throwing up tons of SCVs and Marines right now to protect himself right now.
The Terran player really needs to grab his expansion. If you look over the income tab, because Artosis is on 2 base, he does have more of a collection rate, a higher rate, because he has the same amount of harvester, but on 2 bases. So they're not, clogging up the mineral lines.
Exactly. Even though that Cezenna Prime does have 2 mules working, it's still not enough to keep his mineral rate at the same level.
Yeah, so it looks like he is finally trying to grab his expansion here. This one link won't really stop this many Marines and the Vikings. So he will grab that soon enough. A few more barracks coming down. Probably going to put a few tech labs on him, start pumping Marauders, go Marauder Viking. Oh, it's a good mix, I think.
Yeah, alright. So does that command center actually get to sit down there?
Yeah, well, actually don't.
No, that Zergling actually is right in the position.
And it takes off. It doesn't want to die. It wants to live. It goes back home.